Oh my god.
Hey everyone, welcome to my review of the Mezco 112 collection Halloween 2 Michael Myers. This is the Halloween 2, not the Halloween 1, which has kind of become a rare edition of Mezcos. You can find them on eBay right now for a good amount of money. This one was actually pretty cheap, and I got it on Amazon from the official Mezco seller on Amazon. So before I get into the review, I just want to remind you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of these figure reviews that I'm doing. I actually have 2 more coming before Halloween, probably one dropping on Halloween. And after that, I think I'm done with the kind of horror Halloween figures. I'm just gonna go back to collecting regular figures, and probably not as much. So as you can see, this figure is from Halloween 2. If you don't know, I'm not going to go into the entire history of Halloween 2, but it is the sequel of the very surprisingly successful Halloween 1. It came out in 1981, I believe. I think it's a good movie. The Halloween franchise is another one of those franchises that I don't think has a lot of good movies to really go by. There's probably like 2 or 3 that are really great. I'm definitely excited to take a look at this figure, so let's get into it. My first thoughts on it, I think it's kind of simple looking, but we'll open it up and we'll see if that's what the reality is. Just my quick thoughts on the box real quick. I think it's a pretty simple box. Honestly, I prefer when the box has the actual toy on the back of it with the list of all the accessories it comes with. This entire box is basically just edited toy photography of the figure, which is cool too, but if you want to see some details on what you're getting, it's not really that cool. And I do like the black insides as compared to the clear one that you usually get, the clear plastic. I like that this one is black. I think that's pretty cool. Those are some nice touches. But all in all, I would say it's a pretty simple box. There's not really much to it. Whoa. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure itself. We're not going to take a look at the accessories. As you can see, though, he comes with not a lot of accessories. I feel like they could have made him come with more for this movie. But he does come with some accessories. We're going to take a closer look at them later. But I like the amount of hands that he has. And then, as you see, there's a lot going on with the pumpkins. This is wrapped up very well. Like what? As you can see, it's that double packaging that always comes with the Mezco 112s. All right, so right off the bat, my first impressions, it's all right. It's not my favorite. I think they could have done a little bit better as far as Michael Myers. I like the articulation. I'm not gonna lie. He's very, he's very articulate for a serial killer. I like that. The ab crunch is also really good, as you can see. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. You get some really good shots like this. But for me, yeah, I feel like they could have made him a little bit more. He's a little skinny. I know in Halloween 2 in the actual movie, his clothes are kind of baggy on him. Like his overalls are a bit, or his coveralls are a bit baggy on him. But I don't think that's because he was like super skinny. They made this figure very skinny. I feel like they could have made him a little bit more hefty, more frightening. As far as soft goods, I think the soft goods are really cool. The coveralls are alright, like I said. I feel like they could have made him and the coveralls a little bit more hefty. But it is what he wears. And as you notice here, this is what I was talking about when I said what specifically about this Halloween 2 figure I liked compared to the regular original Halloween Michael Myers figure is the 6 bullet holes. He has the bullet holes from when Dr. Loomis shoots him 6 times.
I shot him 6 times. This guy, this man, he's not human.
But I thought that was cool that they included that in his coveralls. Now, as far as how it looks in relation to the actual Michael Myers figure or the actual Michael Myers character in the movie, I guess it does. I mean, it's not like he has a lot of facial details, right? We don't know what he looks like. He has this mask on the whole time. So I would say the details on the face are very good. The head sculpt does look like the Michael Myers mask, so I would say it does look a lot like the actual character from the movies. But again, the body weight for me and him being like a featherweight basically, I think is kind of weird. But yes, he does look like Michael Myers. Head swivel is very good. Obviously it goes all the way around. And if you look, there are some other details on here. You do see some like kind of dried up blood on the upper thigh. And also on the leg of his pants. It just looks like he's been running around killing people all day. It's very detailed. Bullet holes in the back. Bullet holes in the front as well. He's wearing his black boots. It's very detailed. All right, let's take a look at some of the accessories now. In my opinion, he does come with a shortage of accessories. I think for what we do see in the Halloween 2 movie, they could have had him come with maybe another knife or two, maybe a bloody knife or two. But it does seem kind of limited. But let's take a look at what he does come with. First off, as you can see, Michael comes with a couple pairs of hands. To be exact, he comes with 6 pairs of hands, including the hands he comes with out of the box. And then he has an extra knife that has a permanent scalpel in the hand. If you've seen Halloween 2 and you know how it ends, then you know why there's a permanent scalpel in the hand. As far as weapons though, 1 hammer, no blood or anything on the hammer, is completely clean. 1 regular kitchen knife, as you can see, it's just a regular kitchen knife, also no blood or anything on it. It's very clean, very old-fashioned, normal looking kitchen knife. It's 1 syringe and it's very, very small. It's literally tiny. It's not my favorite accessory of all of them, but I think it's one of the most interesting. It'd be good for some close-up shots of having it in his hand. Yeah. And then there's 1 individual scalpel, hospital surgical scalpel by itself. This one to me is interesting because it is by itself. So he technically has 2 scalpels because there's the one hand that has the scalpel in it permanently, and then there's the one that's just by itself. So I guess you could have him with 2 scalpels, if that makes sense. And now these aren't accessories to necessarily put in his hands, but he does come with a couple pumpkins. And these 2 pumpkins that he comes with, I'm going to show you, they're pretty interesting. This is the first one. This one actually lights up. It's a very detailed pumpkin. It's the same pumpkin that you see in the intro. Then we have the second pumpkin. The second pumpkin is to me also very interesting and kind of cool because I'm going to show you what it does. This pumpkin opens up kind of like how the pumpkin does in the intro, and you can take this piece, which is like a skeleton pumpkin head, and you put it in the middle. It's kind of hard to get it in there, but this is the idea of it. So it can close. Once you get it in there, it closes. And then once it closes, you can open it up, and then the skeleton's kind of in there. This figure comes with 2 head sculpts, 2 that I think are really cool. I think these, for this movie specifically, this Michael Myers, these are the 2 best head sculpts that you can honestly come with. The first one, and which is my favorite, which is what I'm going to go with first, is the 2 bullets in the eyes. If you've seen Halloween 2, I guess spoiler alert, but we all know, if you've seen the movie, you know what happens to Michael. The second head sculpt, I guess, is a head sculpt that has the mask that I'm really happy that they included with this. It's the mask of Ben Tramer, and if you've seen Halloween 2, Ben Tramer is unfortunately a kid who gets mistaken for Michael Myers, and that leads to his very unfortunate death. And I'm very happy that they have this one, because I think it would be cool to display him with this figure every other Halloween or so. Not permanently, but to display him with this head, I mean, every other Halloween, I think would be pretty cool. Just out of respect for Ben Tramer, man. Poor Ben Tramer he was trying to trick or treat, and unfortunately, you know, mistaken identity. In my opinion, this figure did not come with enough accessories. As I said, I feel like they could have gone all out, man, especially since Halloween 2 is one of the obviously more popular of the Halloween movies and the more liked. Still didn't do great. It's not as expected as the first one, but I feel like they could have had a lot more things come with this pack. So hopefully in the future they make another Michael Myers, maybe for, I don't know, maybe Rob Zombie's Halloween. I know everyone hates those two movies, but I happen to like them. But I don't know. I want more Michael Myers. I think he's a really cool figure to have. This one is a little skinny for me, and I think that he definitely should have came with some more accessories. All right, so my final thoughts here on the Mezco 112 collection Halloween 2 Michael Myers is it's all right. To me, it doesn't resemble the Michael Myers figure in, you know, as much as I would like it to, but it does an okay job. It's very, very flexible. I like that. I don't like that it does not come with a lot of accessories. And looking at the artwork from the promotion by Mezco, it just looks a lot better. I think the jumpsuit or his coveralls are a little bit too light. I think maybe they had to make it a little bit lighter to really showcase the bullet holes, which I appreciate that, but I just don't think this figure looks menacing enough to be Michael Myers. So for that, I'm going to give it a C+. If you are a fan of Halloween 2, I probably recommend picking up maybe the NECA figures. NECA has like a bunch of Michael Myers figures. I might pick one up and do a review that look really good. So this is definitely a C+, but thanks for watching, and I will remind you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe.